backtrack a little bit with a couple questions. So, first off, for context, you competed in powerlifting meet, broke a couple state records for that. Did that, would that have, having that background, is that what, how much did that help you get ready for the strongman? Do you think you would have done it without that background?
No,
You
I
would
don't
have
think I
done
would have done it without that background.
Really? Okay.
Because, like with the powerlifting, I at least had some idea of what it looked like to get ready for a contest.
Yeah.
And like, I remember whenever I went through that, and before we started, you said, "Are you ready to go through the hardest training that you've probably ever gone through?" And I said,
Yep.
"Yeah, I'm ready." I wasn't sure that I was, but I said, "Yeah." We went through that. That was some brutal training,
You're right.
and my
Yeah.
body had a lot to adjust and to get stronger in, and so without having that previous mindset of knowing that I could do something like that, and
Yeah.
knowing that, like those last few weeks of your prep
Yeah.
is where you see the biggest gains in your strength sometimes. And at least for me, that's how I felt.
Yeah.
Those last few weeks, I felt like I was getting a new PR every single week.
Yeah.
But I was also, I had all that newbie strength, so
Yeah.
there's also that to think about. But to have that kind of background for going into a contest, that helped me a lot.
So you think you wouldn't have done it had you not done the powerlifting first?
Let's see. Do you remember back when we had found Doug and Angela
Yeah.
at the gym,
Yeah.
and Doug was doing strongman,
Yeah.
and we were talking with them, and we were powerlifters. That he was doing strongman, and we were hearing about the stuff he was doing, and I remember thinking, I could never do that. That is
Okay.
crazy.
Okay.
That's how I felt back then.
Okay.
That was how many years ago?
Oh, it's been probably from your first powerlifting meet. It's going on 4 years.
Yeah.
2.5
So
years. It's been a while.
So it's been probably 3 years or so since that conversation.
Yeah.
Where I saw the stuff he was doing to train for.
Okay.
And was hearing about
Okay.
that. I thought that it was too intense. I was like, man, that's a
Okay.
lot. I don't think I could do that.
This is just interesting because I hadn't thought about it until we started to shoot this thing of the questions I wanted to ask, and that was one of them. So that's very interesting that
Yeah.
without the powerlifting background. So I'm glad that
It
we
definitely
have that.
helps me a lot.
Yeah, because that's something I've thought of too as you go through this, and that you've done well just starting out. Is like it's good that you had the base strength in powerlifting because
Oh,
it gave
yeah.
you the confidence and the experience, and like I said, the base strength. You were,
Yeah.
you were squat. Your state record squat was 335, and you deadlifted 340. It got red lighted, but you still stood up with it, and then
Yeah.
your bench was about 150 at the time. So you were definitely strong weight. Try to remember to throw up a picture of your meet
Yeah.
with that, but yeah.
Without that base of strength building, I don't think that I
The
would have felt
foundation.
confident to go
Okay.
into that. You had helped me build that foundation in my health. I mean, I've still got a long way to go, but that at least gave me a foundation that I
Okay.
felt confident to even try those things.
Awesome. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me know. I just hadn't heard that yet, so just wasn't the answer expected, I guess. The other question was, so yeah, we got to the Strength Expo, and I enjoyed going up there and just helping load up the stuff and carry stuff. It works for me because I can get really sore the day before or something to work out, make myself really sore, and it helps me work the soreness out that day. It's funny because some people complain that they're just as beat up as the competitors, and it's like, no, the secret is you just walk in sore. It's a little bit of a rough day moving around that way, but you start to get a sweat going and you start moving, and
Yeah.
that's how I get through it. But yeah, so at the expo, you were excited right then and there. You were excited to go for it.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
just sitting there watching everything. I mean,
Absolutely.
just like any event, whenever you're watching it, and it's any type of like a physically demanding event like that, you're just like, oh.
Well, you're inspired too, and
Yes.
and like you said, that's my favorite part as well about this crowd, about the strength crowd. Nobody wants to see it fail. Nobody's booing anybody. Everybody wants to see a big lift.
Oh yeah, everyone's cheering on everybody.
Yeah, everybody's cheering on everybody, so it's not like, oh, you want somebody to fail, you just want somebody to succeed more.
Yes. Yeah.